Good morning, and welcome to the Motivational Devotion, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day. Have you ever read The Tao of Pooh by Benjamin Hoff? It's a great little book that came out in 1982, comparing the wisdom of a bear with little brain to the wisdom of Taoism. Maybe a little short on smarts, the little bear was deep in wisdom. One story had Rabbit trying to find Christopher Robin. Not being able to find him, he did see a sign that read, "Gone out, busy, back soon." C.R. Christopher had misspelled gone and busy, and Rabbit had misread soon. Rabbit thought that someone named Busy Baxon had signed the message, and he spent his entire day rushing around trying to find Christopher Robin. In truth, according to Benjamin Hoff's point, Rabbit was the Busy Baxon. He spent an entire day of busyness doing something entirely fruitless. For more on Busy Baxons, refer back to the July 18 episode by the same name. I have spent more than my fair share pursuing fruitless efforts. I have had jobs where rushing around earning points with the higher-ups was seen as important, and being busy was the big measuring stick. Accomplishment always seemed secondary to how hard I was working, and have I worked really hard in a lot of different jobs. In that work mindset, a person gets highly frustrated when all that work never seems to be noticed, and people complain that this or that still isn't done, so you might just not be working hard enough. Better work harder, get more done, do more things, but be sure to clue everyone in on the fact that you're working so hard and highlight all the activities you've been doing so you win more points and earn the respect of all the other busy Baxons. In fact, if you are the hardest working, busiest one, you just might earn a promotion. But we know that isn't really true. The top leaders of any company are actually looking for results. They're looking for fruit, not busyness in their business. Even if you're an accountant, a lawyer, or in sales, somebody who hired you is looking for you to create, not run in circles all day. The creation story in the first chapter of Genesis has many layers, one of which is the obvious sequence of how things are said to have been created, but another layer is that it describes the creative process of how we co-create with God now. At some point, our fruitful ideas turn into fruitful activity, and we multiply it and have dominion over it. The final part of the story is about relationship, and that is the whole point of creating, to culminate in relationship with what we create and who we create for. Rather than control, it is about facilitating. So we can invest most of our time into the fruitful multiplication of creative effectiveness, or we can be busy Baxons, multiplying efforts that at the end of the day have dominion over us, because Baxons are always driven by their activity rather than driving their activity with purpose. One barometer for our activity might be whether we spend most of our effort on being a star player or on the fruit. Striving for that A, or a gold star, yields rewards like attention or even fame, but are the rewards long-lasting, and is that fruitful activity? What would you be getting the pats on the back for? A focus of a spiritual path is non-attachment to things caught in space and time, and accolades and attention are definitely caught in space and time. My personal energy is heightened with a simple compliment. Huge accolades are like plugging me into the power grid. However, I almost immediately release them to focus on whatever I did, and I look at whatever it was like a piece of art hanging on a wall and thinking, somebody else recognized that I did that. Cool. Let's do more. In my life, I'm done with being driven by senseless activity. I am totally involved in letting the universe flow through me to create what needs to be done by my hands. You can do that as an accountant or an actor, an attorney or an artist, a barista or a writer. Drive your activity to bear fruit in harmony with the universe, and you will find that all of creation is conspiring in your favor, and that the universe always has your back. A. Milne, creator of Winnie the Pooh, wrote, "When you wake in the morning, Pooh, said Piglet at last. What's the first thing that you say to yourself? What's for breakfast? Said Pooh. What do you say, Piglet? I say, I wonder what's going to happen exciting today, said Piglet. Pooh nodded thoughtfully. Same thing, he said. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Motivational Devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.